What up, guys? Back at it again. Make sure you like, you comment. Uh, what's another thing they say? Oh, you subscribe. Yeah, I think it will make sense like that. So I want to talk about the ABCD. ABCD. The thing is, many people. Actually, I would say many, because I haven't really seen it so much because at the current moment there's so many buzzing words that we normally chasing, but at the end of the day, guys, I've done enough research, and I'm not saying I know everything, but what I've noticed with the market is that the market doesn't change. What was happening over 10 years ago is still happening like now. The only thing that is changing is how we view the market, because the way we used to view the market like a few years back, even now, it changes. The way you were looking at the market when you were a beginner and the way you look at the market now, um, somewhere, somehow, it's going to change because you're going to see um, different things. You're going to get new information. So all those things putting together, your perspective or your perception actually kind of like change. So hearing people say, the market changes, you need to adapt and all that. Nah, nothing is changing here. This thing has been doing same thing over and over again. So today I'm going to talk about the ABCD cycle. When I'm saying ABCD cycle, I mean we're going to have like big cycle, small cycle, yeah, and then that's it. And what did I learn these things? Hmm, I can't remember everything, but I remember there's a guy called something like Larry Pesavento. Yeah, something like Larry Pesavento. You can Google him, you'll find him. It's one of the good traders out there. I'm not sure he's still alive or what. I don't really know, but it is what it is. So for me, I was like, okay, let me see how this thing works and all that. So I think I should be starting here first. Okay, so ABCD pattern. For those people who use a lot of Fibonacci, a lot of people who use um harmonics, and um just to add on that again, as I've said before, that there's a buzzing words nowadays where we've been, we've been in not intimidated, but a lot of us have been, uh, how can I put it? Yeah, for marketing gimmicks, because someone will trying to tell you that maybe you don't know nothing. There is this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Trade like the banks, trade like this, trade like this, trade like this. So what you need to do with this all information out there is that all this information need to be verified and take what works for you. Doesn't mean that if something works for you, it's supposed to be everyone's gospel, or it's supposed to everyone be everyone's religion. No, 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 no. We have to take what's working and leave what doesn't work for you. So all this information that is there, for me, that's why I normally call them half baked, because there's a truth in it, but there's also other things that are too subjective, like almost majority of information that I came across with. So what you do is like you take those knowledge. If you do have enough time, you study them, you take what's working, you splice it, you add to something else up until you have your own system that is going to work for you. So let's go back to our ABCD. So normally you're going to see price move up, then retrace. Okay, cool. So Okay, and then continuing going up. So we're going to talk about we just talking about this leg, also this leg, and also this leg. So let's talk about this leg. So this leg normally move faster. It normally move faster, and it normally have a few candles. Why few candles? Because the price is moving in line with the sentiment of the market. So if we are bullish, then we know that the bullish are in control, which means the bullish will will be more biased, pushing the prices going up. But if this is monthly, if it's monthly, we're going to have series of these things inside of this leg. So what does it mean? It means that, remember, this is a monthly. So even if it's few candle of monthly, let's say we only have two candles monthly, just pushing up. So what's going to happen on, let's say, weekly, daily, H4? We're going to see a series of price pushing fast. Then we're going to have, yeah, we're going to have series of correction, another push. Then we have series of correction, another push, a series of correction, another push. So if you pay attention here, this whole thing, this is a bigger one, but we have a smaller one that are taking place over here and then over here. So over here. Then again, if you were to take this leg, maybe you put it and let's say H1 15 minutes, you find that there's a lot of noise series of these. But all in all, again, when you pay attention to these things, you find out that we have our A, B, C. And at the end of D, just know it's a new beginning of what? A. A. No, no, no. Something is, oh, sorry. At the end of this cycle, yeah, because it's A, B, C, and then it's D, which means when D ends, just know that already around C, there's A that is started. And then this D become our B for a new cycle. Then we're going to have what? Our C, then going further up to complete our D. And then when D completes, just know that we have our new A. But this thing, you will keep doing it up until you reach another measure cycle. So what we need to understand is that measuring of a lake, always A is equals to C and D. So this lake will be equal to this one. So when it's come to time and price, there's a different way it's been used with time and price. So it has its own subject on its own. There's a lot to talk about when it's come to time and price. And we on this scenario, we're going to have like this one might take 2 months, and this one taking 2 months again. But it's not always a case that we're going to get an exact 2 months. Sometimes can be 3 months or 4 months. But in most cases, most of the time, that this push, if it took like 4 hours, more likely this one is going to take 4 hours. But the retracement in most cases, it take more time than this one because this is a retracement. But in other terms, what's happening here? Um, this whole bias here, they will be like taking off profit. It will be like taking off profit. And also these buyers, they will be looking for to buy more at a lower price. So this one, it takes longer because it's sellers trying to take over the market, but at the same time, we have less sellers. Then it means that um, buyers, they are only interested at a certain level at this area, for an example. Then price will be slowly. So retracement in most cases are complex. But the retracement again, you'll find out that it's a complex retracement, but you find out that there is a complex A, B, C, and then D. While we have an A, B, while we're looking for what? We're looking for C to D. Potentially, we can have A, B, C, D inside of this thing. So the market is fractal, as they say. Okay, so this is a pound JPY. So since we have pound JPY, so what are we looking at? We are looking at um our leg here, A, and then price did push. Actually, let's start here. We had our A, we had our B here, we had our C, we had our D, we had our A, we had our B, we had our C, we had our D. But this one is an extended one. I will also do a Fibonacci video just to explain like extended target and all that. But this one is an extended one. But even though if it's an extended one, still the same. Let's take you to this one. Somewhere here, you'll be having your D. And then again with our A, B, C, somewhere here. Then we can measure this leg. Whether are we having our yeah. Then you can like clone this one. Then you can have potential target. So what does it mean? It means that target has not been reached. We're still gonna go up. So what are we going to do? We're going to do this. Mind you, this whole thing is still happening. So we're not gonna do a lot of bad things of replaying and stuff. So it means that you'll watch this video, then maybe after a week or two, you need to come back again and trying to check what happened to this price. So in this scenario, what are we looking at? We are looking for a very same thing on another time frame. Going where? Going to this area. Because that's the end of cycle of what? Of a monthly. So your goal is that you're going to have cycles and cycles and cycles and cycles. So I know someone might be questioning this one, maybe why this one didn't end the cycle. So in this case, I will need to, let's finish up here in this leg, and then I will explain why sometimes how you deal with the cycle that is not finished. So let's do this. Okay, so we need to highlight this one. That was another cycle. That's another cycle. let's say entry area. I'm using this one. Okay, also you can use this one. We can have this one. I think let's go to daily. Yeah, daily would be much better. Hey. Yeah. See, so now if you pay attention here, we have this as our measure. Um, sorry, I think I'm making a mistake. Yeah, we have this one as our cycle. Then while this other cycle finishes, we had another one that is been like playing out. So remember, this is a bigger cycle. This is like a bigger cycle on monthly. Remember, we did mark using this box or this highlight. So now, if we pay attention to this, we finally find that there is like other cycles that are happening here. If you pay attention, what did I say about the retracement? You can have your A, B, C, D. At the same time, another cycle started A, B, C, D. And again, you can also highlight this area. But I don't want to make this video long. Now it's your job to look for that. You're going to find cycles inside of this. Cycles inside of this, like you see A, B, C, D. So it means that if you bought here, sorry, or if you bought at C, you know for sure that on on daily, this will be your short-term target. On weekly, this is your second target. On monthly, this is your final target. Because what you're going to do is measure A, B. Okay. So you'll measure this. Okay, this to this. Okay, to this. Yeah. So if you pay attention here, you see this is our A, this will be our B, C, and then the end of cycle. But at the same time, there was another cycle here started, which will measure this again, this whole thing going further up. So now we had this one ends here. There was another one that started that ends here. I think this one ended around this area, but it's also completing this one too. Then again, we had another cycle starting, then pushing again. And if you do pay attention, you'll see that there's cycles. Even this was a retracement. If you pay attention to this and this, same thing. That's why I'm saying the market is keep on doing the same thing in front of our eyes. The problem we have is like we are looking for something else in the market that are not there. We are watching the market using our emotion and our expectation. So the market doesn't want that, doesn't really like that. So now the similar thing here, because even if you go to H4 here, you'll find nice what you call cycles inside of this one. So I'm sure that now it start to make sense about this whole cycle. Even if you go here, we can see that the price has been doing ABCs, 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 ABC, going further up. Again, but other things are a bit complex. But these are like beginning of things like you can start with and start to understand where to go with your with the direction, yeah, like in the market. So lastly, just to close this video is that um okay, you have your A, price is moving, and then you have your B, price goes up, and then you have your C. And then now let's say D was supposed to complete here, but now we have a problem now. Um, okay, so this let's say D was supposed to complete here, but here we have a major demand or anything that you normally use measure reversal point. It can be your support and resistance, anything that works for you. So now, if this is your reversal point and price respect this area and it start, then you can tell that um the cycle now something has happened like in the market, another and another. So it doesn't mean that you need to marry to an idea. So that's why when I do this whole